Amid government belt-tightening, more of next year's budget will be used for R&D, centered on AI and other advanced technologies. This departure from an earlier stance was unveiled at today's cabinet meeting. Also, spending will be increased to boost the birth rate and medical services. Soo-jin explains.
South Korea's national budget for next year will focus on bolstering research and development, battling the country's chronically low birth rate and expanding medical services. The guidelines for government spending in 2025 were confirmed at a cabinet meeting on Tuesday.
특히 AI, 첨단 바이오, 양자 등 3대 게임 체인저인 국가 미래 전략 기술에 대한 R&D 투자를 확대할 것입니다. 이러한 투자 확대와 함께 도전적이고 혁신적인 R&D에 대한 예타를 면제하고 연구 장비를 적시에 도입할 수 있도록 시스템 개혁을 추진할 것입니다.
The decision to increase the R&D budget for next year is a shift from it being targeted for budget cuts in this year's budget, which drew a backlash from the scientific community. But despite the move towards increasing R&D spending, the total budget is expected to be raised by only 4.2% compared to this year, in line with the government's focus on maintaining sound fiscal policies. This will amount to around 680 trillion won or $507 billion. The Finance Ministry announced that next year's R&D budget will have a greater focus on increasing investment in young researchers and advanced equipment, as well as expanding collaboration with international research institutions such as NASA. The ministry also plans to provide tax exemptions and reductions to further upgrade R&D. Another area the government will boost spending on will be efforts to bolster the country's lackluster birth rate. To do so, it plans to focus on improving the work-life balance, making childcare services more readily available, and providing housing support for young people who get married or have children. This comes as the nation's birth rate plunged to a record low of 0.65 in the fourth quarter of 2023, falling into the 0.6 range for the first time. In addition, the budget will include measures to increase investment in the healthcare system, an area that's facing growing instability amid a large-scale walkout by doctors. The government aims to increase access to medical services in essential fields such as critical care and pediatrics, especially in rural areas. It will also direct its budget towards boosting R&D in the medical field as well as expansion of the medical school admissions quota. Soo-jin, Arirang News.